What's good? What's good? What's good, people? How y'all doing? Hi. Yes, it's your boy J to the J Jones. Hey, welcome to another episode of the J Experiment. You already know what the lick read. You already know. For real. Hey, y'all see the new hat? Yeah, rocking that. Yeah. You like the hat? Yeah, it's actually an old hat, but it's a new hat because I ain't really been wearing it for whatever reason. But yeah. I collect hats. I like hats. So that's what I do. I got all kind of weird hats. Start making my own hats. Anyway, listen. Is it me? Or is it me? It's probably just me. But, because I'm seriously, is there anybody else out there going through the same thing? Serious anxiety about these damn Amazon porch pirates. For real. Been about to drive me crazy. Sapsuckers got me going crazy, for real. I can't even work. I can't even do nothing. I be worried. Like, for real. I be like hard down worried. I be like checking in and trying to coordinate with the neighbors and all this to make sure that, we got like a neighborhood watch or something going on. Because these sapsuckers is stealing packages for real. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy, but it's happening. Like, for real, for real. And we gotta, like, watch out for it. The porch pirates is a real thing. Like, seriously. I don't know what to do about it other than just try to catch them. Which is seeming to be very complicated. It's not simple. It's not just, hey, what you doing on my porch? Get off my porch. They like, nobody's home because they know everybody got to go to work. Everybody got to go to work, so we gonna porch pirate. We gonna pirate porches. It's almost a tongue twister. Pirate porches, porch pirates. But yeah, they got the game on lock for real. And the ring don't work. The ring work partially. But the ring is like not a real thing to be like dependent on because truthfully when somebody activate the ring, especially if you're not hooked up to the little pay per month little thing they got going on, it's supposed to activate and then come to your phone. But what's happening is it's activating, but it's like 10-12 seconds off. So by the time your phone click in and the camera to shooting it, redoing the whole scene, they done hit it and quit it. They gone. 3 to 5 seconds, people grabbing the boxes and moving, and they out of there. The box gone, and you seeing them, and you know it's somebody. You just seen somebody come up there, but anybody that's worth anything on the criminal level, they probably got their face covered, a hat on, all that kind of good stuff, because they know at the end of the day, that camera junk ain't gonna do them about 2 cents unless, some CSI stuff going on. They record and you're like, yeah, that tattoo, we recorded and we blew it up and that's your tattoo and we got the tattoo. They gotta be doing some real CSI shit, because if they ain't doing that and they just like looking at the film and like, yeah, somebody did come, but hell, we don't know what the hell they did because we just see them walking by. I have yet to see anybody that had a full-fledged recording of somebody like bending down, grabbing. Maybe when you sign up for the little thing or whatever, the little $200 a month, whatever, full-time 24-hour live service, I don't know, maybe. But so far, the 4 or 5 people I talked to with the ring, it's not happening. Porch pirates are winning. And people really Amazon is where it's at. Amazon is where it's at because everybody's ordering through Amazon. And then even if you don't order through Amazon, let's say you order through Walmart, same thing. FedEx and UPS deliver, same system. They drop it off. Even the postal service, unless you get the thing where somebody got to sign for it, but that really don't do no good for the simple fact 80-90% of the people that order something, if they got to sign for it, they probably, you know, that's a discouragement. They just like the fight. They like the fact they don't have to go to the store, but they wanted to come to their houses. But it's like, you gotta kind of, you know, that whole sign for a thing can work against you. Because I remember one time I had ordered something, and I did the thing where you had to sign, and I wasn't there. Nobody was there to get it. And then we ended up having to go to the facility and get it. We had to ride down to the warehouse, to the Amazon warehouse, and sign, or had to go to the FedEx place and pick it up, or even go to the post service. You know, you got to go down and pick it up. So it's like, what was the purpose? It's good and it's not good. Because what was the purpose of me doing the whole signing thing when I had to come get it anyway? So, I don't know. That's porch pies for real. Stressing me out. You sapsuckers are stressing me out, man. Listen, I ain't got no bunch of money, so don't be stealing nothing off from out my yard and my porch and nothing. I need mine for real. It ain't like I got a whole bunch. You know, y'all, they don't even discriminate, boy. They see a box, they grabbing it. And it done got so hip, now everybody doing it. So the porch pies ain't even the porch pies. You got just random people, just anybody. It could just be just people, kids coming from school, just see boxes and just go up there and get them. Hey, get them boxes and let's look through them. It's just done got out of control. Everybody's a porch pirate. Your neighbors, you watching your neighbors, everybody. They even got some dogs training. I think I seen some cats too. They got them trained. They got the animals trained. So watch out for the porch pirates. It's real. They coming to get your stuff. For real, they coming to get your stuff. I mean, I don't know what to say. And then they talking about stopping the economy. Is that gonna really help? Is that really gonna help? Stopping the economy, is that really gonna help? Like, for real, we tried that before and that didn't work out too well. So why are we stopping the economy? Let's not stop the economy. A big no, NASA. We are not stopping the economy. That don't do us no good. The government don't have enough money to take care of everybody. Obviously, they showed that. Oh, they ain't finna break bread and shell like that anyway. So, you know, the whole stop the economy just created a big old problem. Because people, when you stop the economy, then you had to say, oh, well, you know, since we can't let them go to work, we got to help pay for the rent and the mortgages. And then that just became a big thing, because then you had some people who legitimately could pay for rent, just was saying, I ain't paying rent. Yes, they got a memorandum now, a referendum, whatever it's called. They can't do nothing to me. And so now you got people just blatantly just 4-5 months just ain't paying rent. Possibly could pay rent. They have the means and the well-beings to pay rent. And I'm gonna tell you how silly people are. They not paying rent, and then they ain't even saving the money. Like, I would take it back to the streets. If I ain't pay rent, I'd just be saving the money. I'd be taking the rent. I know I gotta pay $1,200 a month, so I'm gonna put the $1,200 up to where push come to shove. If they do put me in a position where I can, you know, where I have to move or whatever, I've been saving that money anyway. You know, or enough of it to where I'm good. You know, I can move. Let's say I want to play that game, and then I'm gonna be like, oh man, I ain't paying rent for 6 months, because, you know, ain't nobody paying rent. They say we ain't gotta pay rent. There ain't nothing they can do about it. So for 6 months, you just got free. You ain't got no rent, which is like the major bill. That's the #1 bill of household, mortgage, rent. So boom, you ain't paying it. So if your rent was $1,200 a month, and you were to save up $800 for 6 months, that's like almost $5 grand. If it came down to it where you was finna get evicted, you had to move, you got $5 grand. Listen, the average move-in is first, last, security deposit. So let's say you go and find another $1,200, $1,300 house. That's $3,900 max. $3,900 max. You got way more than that, because you've been cut, and you ain't even been, listen, you still been having that extra $400-$500 to just get loose, because usually that money gone. But you just was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna say the whole 12, I'm gonna just say 8. So you had $400 extra just to get loose and do what you want to do with. Then when it's time and they get evicted, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, they finna put me out. You ain't say nail dime, unless you had some kind of way to where the government just paying all your bills. You was Section 8 or something, then whatever. But if you was paying rent normally, What bright idea ran through your head where you feel like none of that money should be saved up, period? To where 6, 7, 8 months later, you getting caught slipping again. You done already got caught slipping the first time, COVID-19 will punch you in the face. And then you get caught slipping again. Even after you get punched in the face with COVID-19, you get caught slipping again. You get free 6 months, 7, 8, 9, 10 months. I ain't paying nothing. Forget y'all. They cut me off. I can't work. I can't pay. Forget y'all. And ain't nothing the landlords, nobody can do about it. Man, them free 8, 9, 10 months, you supposed to just been saving up everything you can. If you ain't saving them but $500 a month for 10 months, you just $5,000. When they finally get to the point where, hey man, you gotta go. You done been here almost a year, you ain't paid me nothing, you gotta get out of here. You like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm straight, good. Screw you, because you don't saved up money. If you ain't did that, man, listen here. I don't even want to hear it, South Sucker. You deserve what you get. You deserve what you get. So, you know, that's just something to think about, for real. If you ain't been saving up money, you ain't, because that's like the thing. That's where we got to go with this. If you ain't saving up money, if you ain't got a new vision, a new understanding of how detriment things can get, then I don't know what to tell you. You really just taking up space. All that extra oxygen, you just know, we breathing in oxygen, we shooting out carbon monoxide, all that junk you shooting out that's killing the atmosphere. You need to quit, like, for real. We need, like, save some plants and stuff, help the environment, help everybody, because I don't know, man, that's the problem. People just don't, you can't wake up and see the light. The truth is, we spoil. We got terrible. I'm talking about as a whole. Listen, like I said before, them people got on TV. And when I say them people, I'm talking about the media per se, the government officials per se, the census, and people do the country overall didn't have $400 in savings. It's 360 to 400 million people in this country, and them people said almost 70-80% of them don't have $400 in savings. Like, man, come on, man. If that ain't a wake-up call, it is what it is. We're not going to even get focused on the little fine foolishness. We're not going to talk about whatever. If you was living whatever, that's cool. However you was living, that's cool. But as of like this present time, you should be thinking like, okay, that wasn't working out for me. It's time for me to switch it up. If you was living, financially crazy, living check to check, living on the edge, it's time to be like, okay, we ain't doing that no more. Cause you've been there, done that. You know how that is. You're a recovering addict. It's like a drug user. You're a recovering addict. Can't nobody tell you. You already know how that high and the drug, you already know about it. So when you move past it, it's no big deal to you. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Because you've been there, done that. You know what that is. You ain't nothing special. You ain't missing nothing. You ain't had to figure nothing out. You know for a fact that you wasn't living right. Financially, things wasn't on point. Moving forward, I got to do things different. That's just it. Even if it's just small adjustments, it need to be some adjustments made, because obviously we weren't living. Because if you were living right, if we was on point financially, if we were like doing the right thing, it wouldn't be no big deal. Everybody going through this COVID-19 situation is not struggling and doing bad. It's some people out there now that's like, I'm good, I'm straight. And it ain't just because their jobs were recession proof and they were a necessity. Some of them just financially just was on point to where when these rainy days came, when the tough times came, they had 100, 200, 300 saved up, and they was like, well, I got to be watching what I spend, but I ain't really dying, hurting. And there's nothing special, we ain't talking about no lottery winners. We ain't talking about no Wall Street financial advice, even though ain't nothing wrong with that. We talking about just people that go to work every day, that just knew how to budget, save, and bill, and just save onto their money. Funny part is, them same people that know how to do that, be the ones be going traveling all the time. You go, it's funny. The people who, and see now this is something serious to think about. The people who struggle, who be broke, who financially just don't get it together, they don't never go nowhere. They don't never have nothing. So it's kind of like don't make no sense. Why am I struggling doing bad and I ain't doing nothing? I don't do nothing. I don't go nowhere. I don't do nothing. But yet I'm struggling doing bad. It's time to get it right. Because the ones who doing good, the ones who financially on point, the ones who really chasing financial peace of mind, they live their life. Not only do they save and financially put themselves in position, they live. They travel, they go places, they have nice things, they buy because they know how to save their money. That's it. And that's the craziest junk in the world. You would think that the person that's broke, struggling financially all the time would be the one that have all the stories to tell, been everywhere, balling, just why. No, you would think that because that just makes sense, you know. Part of the reason why they broke because they always doing something. No. People ain't went nowhere, don't know nothing, ain't had no experience, barely go to Walt Disney World, and they live in Orlando, and they broke, they struggling. Because financially, they just don't get it. And they ain't learned the basics. So we need to go back to the basics. We need to learn the basics, the foundation. We need to just recalibrate and hold each other accountable for it. You know, that need to be the new thing. That need to be the new what we talking about. Instead of talking about what, you know, Kylie Jenner or Black China or whoever, instead of talking about what they got going on, the conversation need to be, hey, yeah, you don't put together a new financial plan? Yeah. Little basic budget, huh? You budgeting now, huh? I see you, boy, budgeting. You know, that need to be the thing now. It's square, that shit sounds square as hell. And it's lame, and it's just don't fit in, it ain't cool. But that need to be the new convo. Listen, hey, boy, I see you done got you another bank account, boy. That's your 5th bank account. God, boy, you're saving, ain't you, boy? Because, you know, you putting money in it, you're saving, you're on a strict budget. Yeah, boy, I see you buying investments, boy, I see. Them need to be the new conversations. Yeah, boy, I see you, boy, just what? Yeah, I see all y'all just got together and bought a house. You know, like them 19 families, you know. Chip in and buy 100 acres, you know. Chip in, everybody throw in some money, man. Let's buy something, make a big power move. Boom. Then do it again, then do it again, then do it again. Before you know it, that money coming in, that money trickling in, and you like, oh, man, yes, sir, I can go to Italy. I've been wanting to go to Italy. How much a trip to Italy for me and the wifey? $2 grand? $2 grand round trip for me and the wifey? 4 nights, 5 days. Man, I like that. I like that. Let me get that. Yeah, let me get that. $2 grand, yeah. Cause you got it coming in. You done made the money. You ain't sweating that. You ain't worrying about no check. And you ain't spending it on foolishness. And the thing is, you can still enjoy life. You can still do stuff. You can still enjoy life. You can still go out and do things. But then just allocate so much money, put it up. You know, everybody be talking about investing. Everybody be talking about being entrepreneurs. Everybody be talking about running the thing. The majority of people need to learn the basics before we start having those conversations. Investing is the greatest thing on the planet. That's the most common sense, greatest thing on the planet. Especially if you add entrepreneurism with it. Most of the time, entrepreneurs usually invest, whether it's their own entrepreneur businesses or something. It's kind of one and the same. But, you know, 2 different things, but one and the same. So, everybody who not already thinking entrepreneurial or investing need to be learning the basics. Because obviously, you know, it's probably some room for improvement there. And we need to be teaching the kids that. We talking about passing the count. We already done messed it up. If you was born, attention, sorry to be the bearer of the bad news, but if you was born between the years of 1968 and 1983, you done messed up everything. We done messed it up. If you was born between 68 and 83, when they passed Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, all the civil rights activists, that you can think of, they all had torches. And they passed them to all the people that was born between 68 and 83. They passed them the torch. Man, we threw them damn torches in the river. Them torches gone. The flame, them things don't flame out and everything. That's why they made such a big deal of it when they in the US in the Olympics. The biggest part of it was when Muhammad Ali lit the damn torch. Cause the torch was dead. We ain't no torches. None of the generation knew about no torches. So when he lit the torch, that just was like, whoa, damn, they got torches? Like, yeah, they been had torches. They been trying to pass the damn torches on. We fumbled the ball. All the torches, we threw them down. We threw all the torches down. Listen, between 68 and 83, boy, we ain't tried to fight for nothing, no rights, no nothing. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's wrong. But it's ironic as hell that in the 2000s, the late 2000s, the early, mid, whatever 2000s, 2019, 18, 16, 15, whatever, now all of a sudden everybody on some civil rights activist stuff. Now we all worried about the civil rights and all this. But the last 20 years, people weren't worried about no civil rights. It was all about me, selfish, self-centered. And them 20 years, you was already behind a little bit. Them 20 years just put us back to where it's like we started from ground zero again. All the motion and movement that the civil rights activists had made, we fumbled the ball, we messed it up, we gave it up, and we lost ground because the powers that be who influence and who may have had an influence on us being so behind, they just made back traction. The only group I see that didn't lose all the traction, that just kept the torch going, I don't even know if they existed back then, was the LBGTQs or whatever. They ain't playing. Boy, look at here. I ain't seen. Listen, it's amazing. Politicians, companies, everybody, when they make a move, they be like, hey, what about the LGBTQ community? They gonna be good with it? Oh yes, sir. We check with them. They say it's okay to go ahead. Like they give you the green light. Ain't nobody doing nothing until they checking to say, okay, we ain't stepping on no toes here. Like they don't kick the Indians the Indians out of there. The Indians like, well, they where we at. They got to start fighting again. They slowly digressing too. Same thing. You get a little traction, get a little ground, and then it was like, we good. No, you're not good. You can never put the torch down. Somebody always got to have the torch. It's like the more you can't let the fire burn out, and that's what happened. We let the fire burn out, and now we want to relight the fire, and everybody's like, why y'all trying to relight the fire? What are you trying to relight the fire? The fire's out. It's been fine. Everything's been fine. You just want to relight the fire, which might be true. Might be true because during that time frame, the people who wasn't familiar with certain things, the whole relight the fire is just like they don't understand because they like, man, we ain't been no fire with the fire. What's up with this? And a lot of it is true. Back in the days, some of what happened led to and continued. But when you let the fire burn out, when you drop the torch, when you don't continue the movement, that generational disparity, that gray area, that's why all the confusion became made. Because you can clearly look. Anybody with eyes, ears can clearly look and see from a certain point to a certain point. Wasn't nothing to talk about. You knew what time it was. This is what it is. This is what we fighting for. This is what the battle. Then you had a gray period all the way up to the 2000s. You had a gray period where it was like everybody for themselves. It wasn't no movement. It wasn't no nothing. It was just, whatever. Anybody care about nothing. Black people been getting killed and shot by police for decades. Now all of a sudden, not saying it's never been, not saying it's not a big thing, not saying that it's not serious, it's not something to be taken serious. But we're going to keep it real. for 10, 15, 20 years, ain't nobody care about that. Black people ain't care about it. White people ain't care. Nobody care about it. Now maybe, you know, I can kind of relate. They say, well, we didn't have the media, we didn't have social media, we didn't have the cameras, we didn't see it. Okay, I get that. I get that. And if that's gonna be the excuse, I'll accept that. I'll roll with it. Because who am I to make that be not a thing? Who am I to make that not be serious? But I mean, if you listen, unless I get beat up, tied down, and just out of my control, I ain't messing with no punks, no faggots. I'm not, cause I don't got no homosexual or nothing. That's just my choice. That just, and it ain't even nothing to talk about. It don't matter whether we behind closed doors. It don't matter whether we in public. It's just not my preference. I don't have no interest in men. I don't have no interest in kids. So the pedophilia, you got the wrong person. You go find somebody else. I'm just not down with that. To each his own. You know, I don't approve of it, whatever. But me, that's just not my thing. That's not my cup of tea. It don't matter if I'm on camera. It don't matter if I'm behind closed doors. It don't matter whatever. You could put me in a room with 100 butt naked ass little kids and just ain't nothing finna happen. I'm that dude that's finna be in a room with 100 butt naked, and you open the door, you're gonna be like, why the hell are these kids butt naked? But it ain't got nothing to do with me touching them or doing nothing, because that ain't my cup of tea. It just ain't finna happen. I ain't finna do that. I'm just not. But just same thing with the homosexual. I ain't got no beef. Listen, to each his own. You know, hey, listen, I'm glad it's you and not me. Because if it was up to me, I'm going to drop the torch. The fire going to die. So y'all doing your thing, that's you. I could be in a room with 100 butt naked gay people. It just ain't finna happen. Not unless they force, you know, if they jump on me and overpower me and take the booty, then yeah, they can. But if everybody like, come on, like that just ain't my cup of tea. That's just something I'm not gonna do. I'm just not gonna do it. I've been to prison, done seen butt naked men's penises twice my size. That just ain't my cup of tea. I'm not interested in that. It don't got anything to do with no camera, no nothing. So when I hear that because of social media, because of cameras, because of the present situation, that's why all this going on, I'm neutral. I'm kind of got mixed feelings on that, because I'm like, you know, if you was about that, you about that. If you ain't about that, you ain't about that. You know, you can. Me personally, I don't believe in part-time about that. I just don't believe that. Oh, I call it bandwagon jumping. I'm just, if I might admire, I might show appreciation, I might even give a big salute, big ups, I might even praise, but I may also keep it real and let it be known that, that ain't my team. I like them, they good, I see what y'all doing. I'm not a hater, so I don't wish no bad. I'm happy that y'all winning, but y'all ain't my team. My team over there on the losing side. Yeah, that's them right over there. Yeah, in the corner, up under the tent. Yeah, that's my team right there. Hey, but I'm happy to see y'all. I'm over here watching y'all. I'm watching y'all do y'all thing. While they over there up under the tent, I'm still watching y'all. But that's my team though now. Don't get it twisted. That's my team. That's who, they just, I don't know. They over the tent. They under the tent doing something. I don't know what they're doing. But whatever they're doing, they under the tent, I mess with them. That's my team. But I don't have no problem coming to watch y'all. I'm not, it ain't like that, because I'm not a hater. I wish y'all bad. I don't wish y'all no bad. I wish y'all good. So anyway, that kind of stuff there. That's, whatever. But listen, we need to start from the basics and learn all the financial lessons that we can learn, and just stop hating on each other and work together. Stop being worried about the wrong thing. Definitely be worried about the wrong thing. Lawyers and paperwork are for real. You ain't got to be friends. Like I said before, we ain't got to be friends, and we still can work together and make money together and get paid. Ain't got to be friends. Who said that? That's the problem. Everybody feel like, well, if I don't really talk with them, if I don't kick it with them, I can't really. then you a fool. You dumb. You stupid. You missing an opportunity. Let us know how that work out for you. Get back with us. But anyway, listen, appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all tuned in, who was listening out there, it's your boy, J to the J Jones. Another episode of the J Experiment. Just chopping it up, talking that, whatever. You know how we do it. Hey, keep me locked in. Look me up. Listen, don't forget, man. Support the book, Recharge. I'm telling you, it's some good stuff going on. So, but yo, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, if it's alright with y'all.com. Hit me up, tell me how you feeling. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, but at least tell me, why you like it or why you don't like it, so I can improve. Also, don't forget, definitely looking for a host. Want to build a brand and create a very dynamic show, like the greatest of all time, for real. Been paying attention to a lot of podcasts, a lot of people doing it, they're killing it. I love them, they're doing their thing. It's time for us to take it to the next level. There's no reason not to. Why not? Get rich or die trying. But anyway, tune in. Till the next time. Peace. Love y'all.